to Liberty Nation TV. This is Scott Cosenza with Gabby Fiorino. And in a recent Campus Follies column on LibertyNation.com, Gabby talked about an incident that's sort of ongoing at the University of Reno. Gabby, what's happening there?
So at the University of Nevada, Reno, one Air Force veteran named Max Combs, who is also a fine arts graduate student, released a piece called Counterintuitive Revolt, and it depicts 6 axes with one of them stabbing into an American flag laid on the ground. Many students are offended by the piece, and they want it taken out of the student art gallery where it's currently placed.
Okay, so an axe uh, chopping into or piercing an American flag. Do we know what's the artist's goal here? What message are they trying to put forth?
Combs stated that the American flag symbolizes American rights and freedom, and he wanted the piece to depict our, quote, tarnished values and the way that other nations view the U.S. He didn't state what he believed those tarnished values to be. He didn't get into specifics, um, but that's what he stated it was about. He also uh, said that the general population isn't responsible, but that's our leadership that has caused that outlook from other nations on us.
Okay, and is he getting a lot of hassle or pushback because he's well, you can tell me, is he active duty now, or is he formerly a member of the armed services?
He's a former member. He served for about 22 years and ended his service in 2009.
Okay, and is the pushback we're seeing because of his service? Is it like he's ungrateful, or is it just the content of the installation itself that seems to be generating the controversy?
It seems to be more the content of the piece. Even some other veterans at the school have come out stating that they're offended by it. A lot of parents and students want it taken down, and they're, calling some campus officials wanting the piece taken out. So it's more of the content of it, especially around Veterans Day weekend.
And is the pressure there coming from necessarily the right or the left? It seems like this is something that might irk or displease conservatives rather than the left.
It seems that it is coming more from the right, but I think it's kind of breaching the boundaries because we have a lot of family, all families, they have someone from the military. So I think whether they're on the right or left, it's a lot of students are offended by it because they may know someone and they feel that the piece offends, you know.
It's just an offensive piece for them, and they want it banned or taken down. Is there any discussion at all that you've seen, sort of a higher level discussion that we can allow things that offend us in art and not ban or take them down as a sort of go-to reaction?
I think that the piece should stay up. Whether or not students agree with it. It's not something that incites violence, so that's something that even that Combs has fought for the right to be able to keep up pieces that are offensive, and that's what he talks about tarnished values. That's what makes the U.S. Free, and that's what separates us from a lot of other countries that were able to put up offensive pieces and not you know get in any kind of trouble with
Right,
the
right.
law.
Well, if it's good art, it should be
Yeah.
offending somebody, probably. Last question: do you have an artistic opinion on the piece? What did you think of it? Do you think people should check it out?
I'm not the biggest person into art. To me, it's 6 axes with one of them stabbing the flag, so it's to me it doesn't seem creative. But I hear that Combs is, I guess, one of the top 10. He got an award for his work, not for this piece, but for earlier pieces. Um, but to ask me if people should check it out, it's 6 axes.
Well, maybe in person it produces a greater impression. All right. Well, for Gabby Fiorino, this is Scott Cosenza for Liberty Nation TV. Thank you for joining us, and please visit libertynation.com to read Gabby's weekly Campus Follies column, which I find entertaining and interesting. Thanks, Gabby.